Welcome back everybody, Kai Swans here with another episode of FC Nürnberg. This is the fourth season with the club, the third one in the Bundesliga and the first one in Europe, not even Europe, the Champions League. Now, not many transfers to tell you guys about. I already told you about Yunus Belanda. Great player, I'm very pleased to get him. Scored on his debut. I mean, he also missed a penalty, but we'll ignore that. He scored on his debut. Beautiful, look at that, everywhere he can play. And flair, first touch, decent physicals, he's just going to be great for us. The other two players, Insigne's come on a fairly expensive loan, but he offers a lot of ability for another striker, another attacking midfielder, another left winger. Admittedly a position we have plenty of players, but he is a improvement, which is something we really need, and we're not paying much wages for him, which is good. So despite paying 160 a month in fees, we're not paying much in wages. And finally, the centre back I was after actually got him from Greece, the French Lindsay Rose, for 1.4 million, and he's good. He's fast, very fast, which is good. I like his physicals, decent mentals, decent technicals. All round, he looks like a very good player, which is what I was really after. He's an improvement on any of the other centre backs I've got. On the outs, nothing important. A whole lot of players went on loan. Encia, despite being 20, not ready for the first team yet, because I've got other options for that right back place who I feel are better suited. Tushar, another example of striker, he's very good, and I nearly brought him in. Unfortunately for him, just due to the number of players I'm allowed, he didn't manage to get in. Mike Ott left the club finally, 2 million to Düsseldorf. He wasn't ever going to get anywhere. Engelhardt and Sekere and Corso was signed on a free towards the end of last season, all leaving on loan. Hopefully they can get some first team football and be proper challengers for the first team next season. I'm really sorry guys, I thought I was recording the live draw, but I didn't press the record button. So here's the groups. The first group is, I'd love to have been in that one. Monaco, Benfica, Shakhtar Copenhagen, a fairly nice group. Arsenal, Dortmund, Olympiacos, Fenerbahce, couldn't have been in that one anyway because Dortmund was in it. Atleti, Bayern, Celtic, Anderlecht, again, couldn't have been in that one, Bayern was in it. Next one's a horrible group. Juventus, Chelsea, Marseille and PSV, that is a horrible group. Next one we couldn't have gone in anyway. Leverkusen, Moscow, Basel and Torino, a strong group, but we would have fancied our chances in that one, but we couldn't get in. The next one is an absolutely horrible group. Real Madrid and Man City with Dynamo Kiev and Lech, a very strong group, and I wouldn't have liked to be in that one. And then we're going to see our group. Here we are: Barcelona, Porto, Red Bull Salzburg and Nürnberg. Yeah, see you in the Europa League, guys. And the final group was PSG, Man U, Galatasaray and Apoel. So either way, we were looking rather screwed when we went into this draw. I was not excited when we got to the final two groups, and we ended up with Barcelona and Porto. So very strong competition. Now I have gone a couple of games in. I've won the German Cup first round with Enzana, the young player, if you remember, the regen from the first season, getting a hat-trick in that game. One of them was a penalty, but a beautiful hat-trick nonetheless, and he's going to be in the first team for this season. And the second goal was 2 goals, Belanda scoring one and missing a penalty, and Insigne scoring the other. And that was actually his first goal in 24 games, which was rather an achievement, if anything. Over the last 2 seasons he hadn't scored for Napoli before we got him in on loan. Today's game sees us play Dortmund. Here we are, this is the team we're playing. We're actually going to go for the narrow formation, starting with Krikic, the youngster. He's made it to the first team now and is probably the best right back. He's not the best aerially nor physically in any way actually, but at 19 years old he looks more than solid enough, and I'm going to give him faith for these first few games. He started the bench on the first 2, but now I'm going to give him that chance to start in the starting 11. Hung Jung-ho and Lindsay Rose being the new French centre-back, very fast, making it to the starting centre-back duo, and Leibold keeping his space on the left. The 3 central midfielders are Movelt on the right, Barons as the defensive mid due to injuries to Eraz, Hayden, Blumenkeen also injured, and then Gomelt being the playmaker, and the more advanced playmaker is Belanda, the new signing, one of the better players in the squad, and Enzana getting to start yet another game, 3 goals in 2 games, brilliant for me, alongside Insigne up front. And here's our position for today: Paslak at right back, Ginter, Hummels, Vendel, a very strong back four, Gabriel Barbosa, one of Wonder Kids of FM, Mkhitaryan, who's always scored against us, on the left, Andre Silva up front. A very, very strong side that we've come against with the likes of Bernard, Marcos Alonso on the bench. And we have kick-off. Borussia Dortmund passing the ball around in the park, out to Barbosa on this right flank. There's obviously, we've got a lack of players on the flanks, but hopefully our compactness can break them down with 3 men in the middle being able to dominate that centre of midfield proceedings. Borussia Dortmund actually with the ball now. Jorginho out to Weigl out. Oh, Leibol cuts out the pass, brilliantly done. Unfortunately, they get the ball again. Andre Silva out wide to Mkhitaryan, who's got acres of space due to our lack of wingers. He cuts into the box, shoots, and it's gone wide. Right, I don't get this. Our midfield is being outnumbered by Borussia Dortmund's midfield players. We've got like an army in midfield. By the way, for some reason my all of these is messed up and I can't move the formation. That's why my team rating is on the top left, because I can move it now. I spent an entire game, the cup game, trying to move it, and I couldn't. I ended up moving the team ratings instead, but now it's all sorted. We've got the ball here now. Behrens, the defensive midfielder, forward to Belhanda, to Gomelt to Behrens. Behrens got options. Insigne, can Insigne get through? He can't. Ginter got the ball and passes into Paslak. Dortmund with a chance to build from the back, out to Mkhitaryan on the right flank now actually. The Mkhitaryan to Paslak, to Andre Silva. Andre Silva's in our half now, out wide. Gabriel Barbosa with acres of space on this left flank. Will he get a ball in? No, it's back to Vendel. Vendel forward to Gabriel again. Gabriel, he's got so much space to work with on this flank. Pass it forward, Puslic in the box, shoot. Beautiful save by Rakowski, who got in goal today due to Wildsmith only just recovering from an injury. Mkhitaryan whips a cross in. Andre Silva is cleared by Hong Jung-ho. Still kept his space in the squad, wasn't sold. And Adam Smith actually went out on loan towards the deadline day after I gave you a transfer update. That's the player who got dropped from the squad due to having too many players. Half time's been and gone. It's now second half, and it's been a very boring first half with Dortmund dominating the game so far, and actually dominating midfield despite me trying to put more players in there to control the centre of the park. It hasn't worked, and Belhanda needs to come off soon because he's just not being able to get an impact in the game. So yeah, hopefully we can get something done. Unfortunately, Belhanda's really not good enough. Leibol on the yellow card and not performing is another player who I'm considering taking off. And one of strikers, Nzana, had a chance then to score, but took it too soon, snatched its chance, and unfortunately it's still 0-0. Dortmund building out from the back here. Weigl with the ball in the centre park. Pulisic forward to Andre Silva. Andre Silva's got space. The signing from Porto actually weakening our Champions League rivals, but his shot is saved by Rakowski, and we're clear only as far as Mkhitaryan now at the edge of the box. The left midfielder into Vendel. Vendel back to edge of the box, back to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan, what's he going to do? Back to Weigl. Weigl out wide, past Latch, has acres of space to get a ball in. Nobody's closing him down. Gets into the box, into Gabriel Barbosa. Barbosa shoots, and thankfully it's well wide, and we still hold on to that 0-0 draw despite Dortmund dominating the game. Rakowski with a goal kick forward to Nzana. Nzana, he can't get there, but Moval gets the second ball. Pass it to Gomelt. Gomelt forward to Insigne. Insigne's through here. He shoots. Nice save for Berkey. Fairly tame effort actually there by Insigne, the on loanee. Tennessee's come in for Belhanda at the midfield position to try and strengthen it, and we have a chance now. Tennessee to Insigne. Insigne's got plenty of space, shoots. Well, that was a speculative effort at best. So Dortmund, this is the same highlight. Dortmund are playing forward with the ball now. Mkhitaryan on this right flank into Pulisic. Pulisic into Gabriel. Cut out by Hong Jung-ho, forward to Nzana. Nzana to Insigne. Insigne's got Tennessee and passes it into Behrens instead, and it's a poor pass. Cut out, and Dortmund counter. Bernard shoots. It's just over the crossbar. I thought I was in then. I'd given up hope. Whoa, Rakowski forward. We're having a lot of highlights in the second half now. Tennessee can't get there. Gabriel's got the ball in our half now, playing forward. Cuts across to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan back in the box. Pulisic got the goal. It's Mercy and chips it over. It's a goal kick. We are clinging on by the edge of our teeth here. Dortmund with another attack. Gabriel Barbosa whips the ball in. Mkhitaryan headed over the bar. Yet another effort that has just not gone in for them. Fortunately for us, they just can't seem to score. And Zana's really not come up big like he did in the cup. I guess bigger opposition is obviously harder to play against, so I will be looking to take him off shortly. In fact, I might do that now. So Tennessee's been moved forward, and Enga Kobo's come on, the very fast young playmaker, 19 years old. Look at the pace on him, determination, not the best finishing unfortunately, but apart from that, a very solid player, and hopefully his pace can unnerve the Dortmund midfield. Unfortunately they have a corner kick here, but Gomelt clears only as fast as Bernard. Bernard got the ball back in again, back to Marcos Alonso, into Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan with a chance. Hong Jung-ho clears it, and Hong Jung-ho playing well so far this season, the first couple of games, so I'm pleased. looks like I made the right decision in not selling him and then having faith. But Castro with another chance. Can we clear now? Ngakobo with his pace clears it forward to Tennessee. Tennessee has options. He's fouled by Paslash. Is he okay? He is okay. We get a free kick? No, we don't. Highlight over. Dortmund with another highlight, but Gabriel Barbosa's actually got an injury of some sort. It's a potential head injury. Hopefully that means he can't header the ball into net. Saying that, Bernard pulling forward, Pulisic got options. Back to Bernard. Bernard shoots on the death. We had 5 minutes left to hold on, and Cricket just scored an own goal. I mean, I had faith in him. Look at him, he had a 7.0 so far. And Cricket really hasn't repaid the faith in me. Here we are. Pulisic whips the ball in. Bernard's got acres of space, but it hits Pulisic on the knee, Cricket on the knee, and goes in, and he scores an own goal. Oh, we had 5 minutes left to hold on, and we'd have got the win. Pulisic forward again. Marcos Alonso into the box. Bernard can't header it in. It's out for a goal kick. And we've got a goal kick. Jorginho cuts it out though. Dortmund have another chance to counter. Pulisic on this left flank across to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan with space to work with. Out to Pulisic again. Pulisic edge the box. Will he let a shot go? He won't. Back to Bernard. Bernard to Gabriel. Gabriel Barbosa saved by Rakowski, and Krikic makes up for his earlier error and clears. Hopefully we can get a late goal here with 1.5 minutes left. Cleared by Gomel, only as far as Jorginho, and Movelt tackles. Pulisic has the ball though. Castro out wide. Marcos Alonso to cross into box. Oh no, back to Pulisic into the box. Back to Marcos Alonso. Pulisic. What will he do? Out to box. It's a goal kick. Come on, we need to hoof it. We need to really get a goal in this dying minute of the game. Rakowski to pump the ball upfield. Ngakobo gets there with his pace. Gomel with the second ball out to Insigne. Insigne has options. Come on, attack. Ngakobo back to Gomel. Gomel out wide to Insigne. Insigne can't get there, unfortunately. It's a throw in for Dortmund and it's game over. A 1-0 loss, very disappointing to have lost so late in the game with 5 minutes left to hold on to. Dortmund definitely deserving the 3 points today, been by far the better side and giving me much food for thought. Gabriel Barbosa, and there it is, 1-0 to Dortmund. So those two results see us in 8th in the league, but it's hardly significant at this point because Bayern Munich are currently in 11th even, and I can't see them staying there for long. That'll be it for this episode. The next episode will be a home game against Barcelona, why not? And then follow that up with an away game against Salzburg, and then the episode after that will be I'll probably play all 6 of the Champions League games live actually. So next episode will be Bayern, Barcelona and Salzburg. So see you guys in the next episode. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, goodbye.